The Union Bank postgame report continues. Union Bank, Byrdstown, Jamestown, Clark Range, member FDIC, wrapping up tonight's Bobcats action.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Livingston Regional Hospital wants to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Livingston Regional is thankful for the community in which we serve.
Keeping your family healthy.
Delivering the best health care possible.
Today, when there are so many options available, Livingston Regional says thank you today and in the new year. You can trust Livingston Regional's experienced team of doctors, nurses, and specialists to keep your family healthy. Livingston Regional Hospital. Visit mylivingstonhospital.com. Today, your health, your home.
Tip-off approaching for boys teams across UC Sports Nation. Time to get you ready. Powered by Hall's Sports and Outdoors.
I'm Jake Wallman. The Monterey Wildcats travel to Westmoreland for their quarterfinal game in Region 3 2A tonight. The Eagles are 22-8 on the season and fell to Watertown in the 6-2A championship game on Tuesday, 47-43. Wildcats coach Linus Martin says Westmoreland gives him images of a team in 5-2A.
I've watched plenty of film. I think we had about 9 or 10 films. They're kind of, I'm trying to think, they probably remind me of Jackson a little bit. They don't run sets like Jackson. Jackson's really good at executing and running sets. They're huge. I think they got 4 guys at 6'5" or bigger. Their guards are bigger. They got a good guard that probably leads them in scoring. They're physical. They're a good defensive team. They really good help side team. They probably try to dictate the pace. Like I said, we've played that enough this year to be at a point, and sometimes that doesn't hurt us. Sometimes that helps us.
The Clay County Bulldogs get Knowledge Academies in the Region 4 Single A quarterfinals. The Tigers are 15-8 on the year and only had 2 district losses in 8 Single A. They fell in the semifinals of the consolation game of the 8 Single A tournament, though, and find themselves as a 4 seed traveling to Salina. Bulldogs coach Rob Edwards says their defense will be the key tonight.
Night in, night out, we know that defense travels, so we want to be able to defend, whether it's at home or on the road. And, you know, we're streaky at times offensively. I'd like to see us become a little bit more consistent there. We've been a good rebounding team this season so far, so, you know, if we can keep that up, just continue to grow, just continue to get a little bit better each day in practice, and make free throws down the stretch.
Jackson County hosts Smith County in another Region 3 2A quarterfinal tonight. They've already played the Owls twice this season and beaten them 38-31 and 62-50. Both of those games were in the first half of the season, and Blue Devils coach Kevin Thomas says tonight will come down to their defense.
Number one, defensively, the kids are taking pride in that end of the floor and rebounding the basketball and then the rest of it, I really do think that they really share the ball well. We don't have any one person, we really kind of go through Kendrick, but, really other than that, I just think just team continuity and playing well together and just kind of hanging in there tough together each quarter.
Elsewhere around the Upper Cumberland this evening, Warren County hosts Walker Valley, Cannon County travels to York Institute, Stone Memorial gets Page, Marshall County goes to White County, and Cookeville is at Beach. We'll keep you updated with scores throughout the area from UC Sports Nation. We're now joined by Pickett County senior Payne Burton as the Bobcats play host to Trousdale County in the Region 4A quarterfinals. What's the hardest thing about keeping the game legs fresh with another day off between games at this time of the year?
It's not that bad. You get used to it as the season goes. I'm probably in the best shape I'll be in the rest of my life right now. So, finishing out the season, this is the easy part. The hard part was the start. Right now, it's just eating right, drinking plenty of water,
Trousdale County has a few common opponents with Pickett County in East Robertson, Gordonsville, and Red Bowling Springs. What have you heard about the Yellow Jackets and their style of play?
I've heard that they are they're a big athletic team, They have a lot of athleticism and natural abilities that they're going to bring to the game, but I think when it comes down to it, we'll be a better basketball team.
This time of year, every team is dangerous. Is there anything different with your level of preparation and practice?
I think I'm more excited now than ever. I mean, obviously, start of the season, I was really excited. And I think I'm more excited than I ever was right now for every game. I mean, just the way every game counts like it does now, it just changes everything, gets me excited.
Do you have any non-sports role models?
I'd probably say this is a family member that I really look up to is probably Kyle Hughes, my cousin, my first cousin. I mean, he's one of those people he's very similar to me. We have a ton in common. I just look up to him and his actions as things I could see myself doing and just the way he carries himself.
This has been Senior Payne Burton of the Pickett County Bobcats.
The Bobcats hit the court in minutes. This is Bobcats basketball pregame. The People's Bank countdown to tip-off. People's Bank and Trust.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
We're back inside the Bobcat Den as Trousdale County comes calling for the Region 4A quarterfinals, and we're now joined by Pickett County head coach Joseph Amonette. The turnovers and early mistakes against Clay County really bogged this team down Tuesday night, didn't they?
They did. You look at that first quarter and maybe a little bit in the second. I think we turned it over 8 times, and they scored 14 points out of it. And, we got behind about 8 to 10 points, and it stayed that way the entire game until the very end when we had to try to take a chance and make something happen. We just Clay County's physical, and they played us physical, and we didn't do a great job of value in the basketball. But outside of that, I thought we played excellent defense. I thought we executed on offense. I just thought against a team like Clay County that's as talented as they are, number 2 in the state, you just can't have those early turnovers.
This team has fought all year long. With the regions here now, what are the biggest departments you've seen improvement in?
I think first and foremost is our defense. Early on in the season, we were just trying to create havoc with our speed, but we've been able to to keep that, but in a more controlled environment. And I just feel like defensively that our kids are putting us in a position to beat some good teams like us beating Gordonsville in the semifinals of the district tournament. Early in the season and all season, we've not been able to play defense in a manner that could win a game like that. And I think our defense has really, really been excellent. Thought it was excellent against Clay County. That they scored a large majority. They scored 20 of their 59 points off turnovers when we weren't guarding them. And I just think defense is where we have just taken a huge step as a team.
A few more days between practices this week than during the regular season. What's the difference between a regular season practice and a postseason practice?
There are a couple of things. The first is in a regular season, I don't do very much. We just concentrate on ourselves. I don't do a lot of scouting. We're just going to do what we do, and we're just trying to improve, and we're going really, really hard would be the other thing during the regular season. In the postseason, you put a little more scouting in, and we're a young team. Like I said before, we don't have a lot of seniors. We don't have a lot of 18 and 19-year-old kids playing. We got a lot of 15 and 16-year-old kids playing. So it's saving their legs so that they can be fresh in a game. So we don't do a lot of contact, and we just try to put those kids out there to be as healthy and as fresh as they can be when the game gets here.
We've not seen Trousdale County since 2021. What do you remember about their program as a whole, and what have you seen on film that's changed since then?
It's the same Trousdale County team you'll always see. Team full of athletes, team full of strong, big kids, football kids. Coach Sleeper does a really good job with them. They're physical. They rebound the ball. They're tenacious to go rebound the basketball, and they play really, really hard on defense, and that's what I see out of this team that we're going to play tonight.
Is there an injury report tonight?
we're all healthy and ready to go.
This has been Joseph Eminette as Pickett County gets ready for Trousdale County in the Region 4A quarterfinals.
And welcome in, fans. We're away from the Bobcat Den in Byrdstown for the 7A quarterfinals. Trousdale County going to get on the board first. Starters for tonight's game. Bring them to you here in just a second. Really struggled with some technology here tonight. Braden Gooch, Jake Ferguson, Brian Banks, Dalton Stafford, and Cole Gregory going to be your starters tonight for the Jackets. And for the Bobcats of Pickett County, Eli Reagan, Payne Burton, Dylan Anderson, Gage Harris, and Jacob Amonette. We had a foul on the play. And Dylan Anderson going to play the ball in opposite table in the front court. Eli Reagan, top of the key. Going to trap Amonette into the corner. He's going to bounce pass into Payne Burton. Payne Burton's going to have it swatted away. And then in the transition, we're going to have a foul. I think they're going to pin that foul on Payne Burton. Make that Dylan Anderson. No, they are going to pin it on Payne Burton. And fans, Jake can hear us. He can't talk right now. He's working through some technology issues we're having here in the booth. Hope to have him here shortly. 2-0 your score. 7:15 to go here in the opening period. Jackets going to get the ball into the front court. Over to Braden Gooch. 2-3 zone look this time for Pickett County. Right wing Braden Gooch. Going to skip it over to Dalton Stafford. Stafford's going to take a shot right inside the free throw line. It won't fall. Ball's right in the middle of the paint. And I think we're going to have a held ball situation. And it's going to go back to Pickett County. 2-0 your score. 7 minutes to go here in the first period at the 7A or the 4A quarterfinals. Loser leave town game, elimination game tonight. If you're not able to win this game tonight, the season's going to be done. So both clubs really trying to figure out how to get it done here. Pickett County back on the offensive attack. Eli Reagan short corner, 2-3 zone look, this time Trousdale. Get it into Payne Burton at the free throw line, kick out. Gage Harris gonna launch one from the three-point line. And Gage Harris gonna put the Bobcats on the board here, 3-2. Bobcats with their first lead of the basketball game. 6:25 to go here in the first period. Braden Gooch going to hold the basketball under his arm and get instruction from Coach Sleeper. Going to hand off Ferguson. Over to Braden Gooch, the senior, right wing. Kick it back up top to Ferguson. Ferguson going to pick up his dribble. He's going to get it down into Brian Banks at the free throw line. Banks going to kick out. Shot up on the way by Braden Gooch. It won't go from long range. And it's going to go back over to the Bobcats from Pickett County. 3-2. Bobcats lead it here. 5:55 to go opening period. Right wing Gage Harris. Hit a nice three-point ball his last possession. Eminette, top of the key, get it right into Payne Burton. Payne Burton. And Payne Burton going to drive in. Looked like Bobcats caught a break right there. Looked like it went off Burton's hip and out of bounds. The official's going to say it's going to stay with Pickett County. Harris on the inbound. Get it over to Amonette. Dylan Anderson, top of the key. 2-3 zone look again. Get it into Payne Burton. Right wing this time. Amonette down into Burton on the drive. Payne Burton on the finish. Payne Burton with a nice assist that time. 5-2 your score. 5:20 to go here first quarter. Jake Ferguson on the drive. Kick out. That's going to be Dalton Stafford. Shot up won't go. Rebound Gage Harris, and they're battling with the Giants. A lot of size here on this Trousdale Jackets team. Gage Harris, three-point shot on the way. It won't go. Trousdale County in transition. Jackets back on the offense. And we're going to have an out of bounds that time on Trousdale County. So turn it back over to the Bobcats here. 5-2 your score. 4:40 to go here in the opening period. Eli Reagan up, shot up, no good. And Trousdale County on the rebound, 5-2, 4:20 to go here in the opening period. Get it over right wing, Brian Banks. Gonna spin move, Jake Ferguson at the free throw line. Nice little dish inside that time. I believe that's Cole Gregory, and it is Cole Gregory on the finish. Makes it a 5-4 Bobcat lead with 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Kick out, Gage Harris. Reagan on the short corner. Aminette from deep, won't go. Dylan Anderson in there fighting for the rebound, goes up high, and he's gonna get his feet taken out from under him, and he's gonna hit the ground here hard, right on his back. Coach Aminette on the way. See if he needs some treatment. It's just an ugly looking play. Nobody trying to hurt him right there. He just got tangled up, got his legs taken out from under him, and he's still down on the court. Both teams going over to their sidelines. And I tell you what, let's do, J-Dub. Let's take a 1-minute break. Fans, stick around. UC Sports Nation.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Aminette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Aminette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Aminette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Aminette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Out of the timeout, Pickett County going to have the basketball. They lead it here 5-4, 3:35 to go, and they're going to have the turnover. Turnover Jackets. Jackets in transition. We're going to have an offensive foul. As Payne Burton, the senior, going to give his body up on the offensive foul. And we're going to have a substitution checking into the game. Caden Miller checking in. And Payne Burton checking out. 5-4 your score. 3:25 to go here in the opening period. Aminette, left wing. Caden Thomas. Gave it up, gets it back. Caden Thomas. Shot went in and out. And that's going to be Dalton Stafford on the rebound. 3:05 to go. Bobcats lead it here by 1, 5-4. And we're going to have an and one play. Cole Gregory in there fighting for the rebound, was able to get it, and he's going to go to the free throw line here for an and one as Trousdale County retakes the lead here, 6-5. Trousdale County leads it. Shot on the way by Cole Gregory is good. Makes it a 7-5 game. We're going to have a timeout on the court. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. As Pickett County is going to go down by 2 here, 7-5. Dylan Anderson was able to get up and get off the court. And he's getting some treatment down there on the sideline. So we'll see if he's able to get back in the game here shortly. Bobcats trail at 7-5 with 2:58 to go here in the first period. As we break up out of the timeout, Eli Reagan going to inbound it here for the Bobcats. Aminette across the timeline. Caden Thomas over to Gage Harris. It's like a little 1-2-2 this trip down for the Jackets. Gage Harris dribbling up top over to Caden Thomas, left wing. Get it into Reagan at the free throw line. Back to Gage Harris. He's going to launch one from long distance. Shot won't go. Rebound picked up by Jake Ferguson. Ferguson going to work his way to the rack and score. Nice play that time, Jake Ferguson. For the Jackets, makes it their largest lead of the basketball game, 9-5. Right wing, Gage Harris. Over to Aminette. He's going to launch one from long range. Can't find the range that time. Dalton Stafford on the rebound. Get it inside. Shot up no good. Rebounded by Ferguson. Ferguson going to kick it back out to Dalton Stafford. Dalton Stafford going to get another score for the Jackets. Makes it an 11-5. Trousdale County lead here with 1:50 to go in the opening frame. Eli Reagan just inside the free throw line, and he's going to be able to score. Makes it an 11-7. Lead here for Trousdale County. Minute 35 to go here in the opening frame. Trousdale County going to work it up top. 2-3 zone look. This time for Pickett County. Caden Millard battling down inside with Cole Gregory. Shot up on the wing by Dalton Stafford. Won't go, but Caden Thomas just clobbered an airborne shooter. Getting coached up right now by Coach Aminette. Not a good foul on that one. Dalton Stafford at the free throw line. First shot's up and good. Substitutions, always a three-point shot. So he's going to get 3 attempts here. Second shot on the way by Stafford is good. Substitutions checking in. Dylan Anderson went over there and rubbed some dirt on it. He's good to go. He's checking back into the game, along with Lyric Paris and Payne Burton. Add Eli Reagan and Aminette. That's going to be your lineup right now for the Bobcats. Third shot on the way by Dalton Stafford. It won't go. Rebound Payne Burton. Up quickly this time. Aminette. Right wing Reagan. Skip pass over to Anderson. Into Payne Burton at the free throw line. Aminette drives. Kick out Reagan. Reagan going to splash one from downtown. As we go under 1 minute here in the first period. 13-10, Trousdale County lead the Bobcats here from Pickett County. Jake Ferguson going to penetrate. Kick out, Dalton Stafford. Going to get it down into Ferguson in the corner. 2-3 zone look. They're looking inside this time. Looking down for Jacob Smithson, who's just checked into the game. Kick it back out. 35 seconds to go here in the opening period. Braden Gooch going to dribble out towards the timeline. 30 seconds to go. Jake Ferguson going to be dribbling in the circle with the PC on the court. Standing right in the center of the C. Left-hand dribble. 2-3 zone again, Pickett County. Just kind of staying back in that 2-3 zone look. Go right wing. Stafford gets it back to Ferguson. Ferguson's going to drive, and Ferguson going to finish with 3 seconds, 2. Payne Burton going to launch one from long range, and it will not go, and that's going to be the score at your end of your first quarter. The Trousdale County Jackets lead the Pickett County Bobcats 15-10. Stick around, fans. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Trousdale County going to have the opening possession here of the second quarter. Brian Banks up top. top of the circle to Ferguson. Looking inside this time. Cole Gregory. Shot up, won't go from about 3 feet. Eli Reagan in there skying for the rebound. Hand off to Amonette. Amonette gonna drive, kick out Reagan. Lyric Parrish, short corner. Reagan gonna drive, pick up his dribble, and we're gonna have a kick ball as Dalton Stafford gonna come in there and kick it out of bounds. So it stays with Pickett County. Bobcats trail it here 15-10 with 7:29 to go here in the second quarter. Eli Reagan, top of the circle. Into Payne Burton, into Lyric Parrish. Nice little high-low set. Lyric Parrish just couldn't finish that one. And out of bounds play over on the sideline. Official standing right on top of it. Looked like he kicked that one all the way back to Livingston. And we're going to have a foul, and we're going to have an offensive foul as we're going to have an illegal screen away from the basketball. And you hear about makeup calls. Maybe that was one right there. The ball certainly looked like it went out of bounds off Trousdale County right in front of their bench. And they gave it to Trousdale County anyway, and we're going to have a foul right there again as Brian Banks completely runs through a screen. And he completely obliterated the screen. And then he had something to say to the official. And the official put his whistle back in his mouth. Thought he might get stuck right there, but the official kept walking over to the table. 15-10, Bobcats trail it here, 6:58 to go. Nice pass that time from Lyric Parrish into Payne Burton. As Parrish caught it around the short corner, Payne Burton kind of slid down the lane, and he found him on a nice little bounce pass. Payne Burton going to get fouled here and go to the free throw line. 15-10, Bobcats trail it, 6:54 to go here in the second quarter. Shot up by Payne Burton is good. Follow the Bobcats on UCSportsNation.com, powered by Hall Sports and Outdoors. Payne Burton is going to have one more free throw. Shot up, no good. He got his own rebound. Payne Burton, the senior, don't want it to be his last game. As he goes and works inside. Kick out, Eli Reagan. Long ball on the way from Reagan, it won't go. Rebound, Lyric Parrish. Kick out Reagan. Over to Amonette, 3 ball on the way. You hear the crowd. And the Bobcats, and they're faithful. Excited about that one, 15-14. Timeout on the court. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball. We'll be right back here on UC Sports Nation.
Livingston Regional Hospital wants to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Livingston Regional is thankful for the community in which we serve.
Keeping your family healthy.
Delivering the best health care possible.
Today, when there are so many options available, Livingston Regional says thank you today and in the new year. You can trust Livingston Regional's experienced team of doctors, nurses, and specialists to keep your family healthy. Livingston Regional Hospital. Visit mylivingstonhospital.com. Today, your health, your home.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Welcome back, fans, here to the Bobcat Den in Byrdstown, where the Bobcats from Pickett County trail the Trousdale County Jackets 15-14 with 6:25 to go here until halftime. Pickett County. Nice defensive play that time as they're going to turn over Trousdale County. Jake Ferguson, nice little jump stop, but then he moved both feet after that. So turnover Bobcats. And as Bobcats dribble it into the front court, going to have a swat away and out of bounds, and Payne Burton going to run over, play it in right in front of the scorer's table. 15-14. Bobcats trail it here by 1. Jacob Amonette up top. Pass off Dylan Anderson. Anderson going to pick the ball up around the three-point line. Kick it over to Eli Reagan. And Eli Reagan tries to get it to Payne Burton. The ball's going to be stolen away by Dalton Stafford. Said I saw that play a few minutes ago and was ready for that one. As Paris tried to bounce it in to Payne Burton. Offensive set this time. Dalton Stafford gets the ball down inside to Cole Gregory. And Coach Eminette wants a timeout as he saw a turnover and then a missed defensive assignment on this end. So we'll keep it here for a 30-second timeout. Bobcats trail at 17-14. Just a sloppy pass on the offensive end, coupled with a missed defensive assignment on the defensive end. And so Trousdale County able to stop the Pickett County run and move that lead back to 3 points, 17-14. Here in the 4A quarterfinal game here at the Bobcat Den in Byrdstown. Bobcats going to bring it up court out of the timeout. Eli Reagan, right wing, over to Eminette. Eminette skipped it over. Tried to Dylan Anderson. Too high and too hot. It's going to be another turnover. The ball's away and out of bounds. Back to Trousdale County. Trousdale County able to break through the token backcourt pressure. They work it around and work it inside to Cole Gregory. Shot up that will not go. Rebound, Payne Burton. Over to Eminette. Eminette going to run it up into the front court. Over to Reagan into the corner. Skip pass over to Anderson. Hand back off to Eminette. 2-3 zone look this time for the Jackets. Dylan Anderson going to turn it over again. 3 straight turnovers for the Bobcats as Jake Ferguson tried to take it coast to coast. And we're going to have a rebound by Cole Gregory. And as he goes up, he's going to be fouled that time by Eminette. So send Cole Gregory to the free throw line here for a pair of free throws. As Trousdale County leads the Bobcats from Pickett County 17-14 here in the 4A quarterfinals. First shot on the way by Gregory is no good. Second shot on the way is good by Gregory. Goes 1 for 2, extends the lead back to 4 points for Trousdale County. Get the ball into the front court. And it's going to be another turnover, 4 in a row. And as they bring the basketball down court, Braden Gooch is going to be fouled by Payne Burton. Coach Eminette really begging the team to protect the basketball. Turned it over 4 times in a row. Trousdale County working on the offense. Looking inside. And they're battling inside for it. The ball goes out of bounds and goes back over to Pickett County. Jacob Eminette going to bring the basketball up court. Eminette. Kick out. Over to Gage Harris. Get it up top to Reagan. Back in the corner to Harris. 3's on the way. And Gage Harris on the splash. 3-point bucket. Makes it a 1-point Trousdale County advantage. 18-17 as we go under 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Long 3-ball on the way. That time from Dalton Stafford. And Eminette going to run out of there with it. Gets it around the foul, gets it down to the foul line. Over to Harris. 1-3-1 zone this time down for Trousdale County. Get it back over to the corner. Gage Harris going to let another one fly. Can't get that one to go. Trousdale on the rebound. Kick it up court to Stafford. Back to Braden Gooch, who will start the offense. Left wing this time for Ferguson. Ferguson with a wild-looking shot. And rebounded by Eli Reagan. And on the rebound, Eli Reagan going to be fouled. He'll take a foul to the table, and it's going to be the 7th team foul. So Pickett County going to walk down and shoot a couple of free throws here, 1 plus the bonus. And Lyric Paris being instructed he's got to go. Looks like we may have some blood on his uniform, and he does, right below the 0 and the 10. And so he has to get a substitution in the game. He's got to figure out a way to get that blood out of his uniform before he's able to check back into the basketball game. And so check your lineup here for the Bobcats. Caden Miller, Jacob Amonette, Gage Harris, Eli Reagan, and Payne Burton. Shot up on the way by Eli Reagan. It won't go. And rebounded this time by Trousdale County. 3:05 to go. Trousdale leads it by 1, 18-17 in a slow-paced game. Bobcats have really struggled here in the last 5 minutes, taking care of the basketball, have 4 straight turnovers. Left wing this time, Dalton Stafford. 2-3 zone look from the Bobcats. Kick it right wing, Braden Gooch. Gonna fire one from long range, it won't find the rim. And rebound this time by Eli Reagan. Gonna push it into the front court. Eli Reagan, top of the key, over to Gage Harris. Looking into the high post. Find Payne Burton, gonna kick out to Amonette. Shot won't go, rebound in there, Caden Miller. In there amongst the Giants, nice offensive board, Caden Miller. Gonna keep this possession alive, get it into Payne Burton, free throw line. Over to Reagan's, gonna pull up jumper from about 7 feet, it's good. And Pickett County gonna retake the lead here, 19-18. With 2:10 to go here until halftime. Trousdale County on the inbound. They find Jake Ferguson. He's going to be working man-to-man against Gage Harris. Over to Stafford, going to get double teamed. Going to be able to work out of the double team and kick it over to Jake Ferguson on the left-handed drive. Kick it over to Stafford. And Stafford going to go in out of control. And Stafford going to run completely over Jacob Amonette, pick up the offensive foul. GWP's right there as Jacob Amonette gave up his body for the team as Stafford went in out of control and ran him completely over. So Bobcats back on the offensive attack here as Amonette dribbles into the front court. Get it into Payne Burton at the free throw line. Reagan going to drive again. Kick out, Amonette from deep range, and Jacob Amonette for 3 points. And on the inbound, Payne Burton down there battling, trying to get a steal. Bobcats, largest lead of the game here, 22-18. They lead it over the Jackets from Trousdale County. Trousdale County work the ball into the front court. Jake Ferguson, a wild shot. And on the rebound, nice box out that time. Let's see who they're going to pin the foul on. Going to pin the foul on number 34, Jacob Smithson, as Amonette was in there battling for the rebound. So Amonette going to go to the free throw line. One interesting note here, Bobcats with 5 3-pointers here in the first half. So 15 of their 22 points have came from long range. Really kept them in the basketball game. Amonette, 1 plus the bonus here. First one's on the way, and it's good. He'll have one more. Amonette steps up, and the ball rims around and rims out. And Payne Burton in there battling for the rebound. Knocks it off a Trousdale County player, and it's going to stay with Pickett County, and the fans love the effort there from Payne Burton. I love it too. Inbound. Get it up top to Reagan. Hand off Amonette. Amonette right wing this time. Reagan into Miller. Short corner. Back out to Reagan. 3-point shot up. It won't go. Rebound Braden Gooch. Gooch in transition. And Gooch going to run into Amonette. No call. A lot of contact. No whistle. Amonette going to kick it out to Reagan from 3-point line. And Eli Reagan from long range going to splash another one. The 6th of the half. Bobcats with their largest lead of the basketball game. They lead at 26-18 with 35 seconds to go here until halftime. Gooch on the dribble. Going to kick it out to Noah Cook, who's just checked into the game. Looking inside for Jacob Smithson. And Jacob Smithson going to have a foul. And then Caden Miller. We're going to have a technical foul on Caden Miller. Couldn't see what he did. And the officials getting together here are going to talk it over. I saw Smithson battling down low. And he was battling inside. I couldn't tell. Looked like he was getting contact in there from Caden Miller. And the officials came and got the foul on Smithson. And then as they're walking down to shoot free throws, the official came in with a technical foul. It looked like they called it on Caden Miller. And so we'll have to see what the officials call right here. Bobcats on a 12-0 run. Here over about the last 3 minutes, they've been hot from three-point line as they're trying to get everything worked out over there. The officials, Bobby Rollins, David Tollison, Gary Tinsley, here on the game tonight. Looks like we may have a double technical foul, perhaps. Can't really tell. A lot of stuff going on here. They're talking to Coach Amonette. They're over there talking to Coach Sleeper. And so let's see how they work this one out. 26-18, Pickett County leads the Trousdale County Jackets with 23.9 seconds to go here until halftime, as they're trying to work out who's going to shoot free throws, who's going to get the ball, and where the ball is going to be put back into play at. I can't tell if they stuck one or both players, but Dalton Stafford going to step to the free throw line here, and he's going to have a couple of technical free throws here. Stafford at the line, shots on the way, and no good. And the student section from Pickett County letting him hear about it. He's going to have one more. Stafford, second shot coming. It's up and it's good. He goes 1 for 2. Stops that Pickett County run, and we're on a 12-0 run. And now Amonette going to walk down on the other end. We're going to have free throws this way. Amonette steps to the line, shot up, and it's good. Jacob Amonette on the technical free throw as the lane's cleared off here. Amonette, second free throw's on the way, and it's good. And looks like it's going to be Pickett County ball out of bounds here. And they're going to go look like high five here is what Coach Amonette wants ran. 22 seconds to go. Bobcats lead it by 9. They're largest of the basketball game. As we approach 15 seconds here until halftime, Amonette on the dribble, left-handed dribble. Tries to work around Jacob Smithson. 8 seconds. Amonette on the dribble. Amonette gets it up to the rim, and Jacob Amonette on the finish. Long shot on the way from Stafford from three-quarters court right in front of his bench. Hit the backboard, hit the front of the rim, and bounced off. Your score here at halftime, the Bobcats from Pickett County lead the Jackets from Trousdale County 30-19. Fans, stick around. The halftime show is going to roll your way next. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
UC Sports Nation's live coverage of Bobcats basketball, sponsored by Union Bank. With the modern tools to make banking easier, the experience you can count on. Union Bank, member FDIC. By Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon. By Livingston Regional Hospital. Today, when every second matters, depend on Livingston Regional. And by Brown's Funeral Chapel, helping families all across Pickett County. Proud to support the Bobcats. Brown's Funeral Chapel.
Hi, this is James Green, your local Twin Lakes security consultant. If you've been thinking about a security system for your business, the new year is a great time to make the move. Twin Lakes offers commercial fire alarms, panic buttons, access control, and video surveillance, all at low rates with 24/7 service. Please call 528-2005 or visit twinlakes.net to learn more about our business security solutions. Happy New Year!
Surprise expenses and sudden repair costs can easily result in total chaos on your budget. Don't let an emergency expense destroy your financial situation. Come by and talk with our friendly loan officers at People's Bank. We can arrange a short-term personal loan to cover the cost of your emergency situation with a custom-tailored loan and a payment that fits your budget. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Welcome back into the Bobcat Den. It's 30-19 at the half as Pickett County leads Trousdale County. We're going to take a look at the numbers in a moment. First, some first half analysis. Pickett County hit 6 3-pointers in the first half. That sparked a 14-2 run in the second, or that was a part of a 14-2 run, That run was 12-0 at one point. Pickett County only allowed 4 points in the second half to surge ahead 30-19. We'll take a look at the numbers. Gage Harris with 6 points. Eli Reagan with 10 off the bench. Payne Burton with 3 points. But a lot of his work has come in some key hustle plays for the Bobcats. He had one really nice rebound that he just couldn't quite corral, but he was able to throw it off a Yellow Jacket to bounce out of bounds so Pickett could keep the basketball. And Jacob Amonette leads the Bobcats in points with 11 on the night so far. Taking a look at the scoreboard real quick, a lot of games going on across the region. A lot of UC teams in action. One final we have for you as Van Buren County, their opponent, Lookout Valley, unfortunately had to forfeit in the quarterfinal round. Not enough players for Lookout Valley, so Van Buren County will be moving on to the quarterfinals. At the half, Cannon County up on York Institute 27-20. A surprise over in Salina as Knowledge Academies is up on Clay County 30-19. Lawrence County up on Livingston at halftime 38-30. Stone trails by 2 to Page down in Williamson County 23-21. Spring Hill up on Upperman 31-18. White County on top of Marshall County down in Sparta 40-26. No score on Cookeville and Beach. At the half, Pickett County leads, Trousdale County 30-19. We're now joined by members of the Pickett County High School FFA. I have Landon Story and Connor Dillon. These are two guys that had the opportunity to attend the National Livestock Convention in Denver, Colorado. Guys, welcome inside the school.
Good to be here.
You all visited a lot of really cool places out west. One place was the Continental Divide, which is where the two tectonic plates of the United States meet. What is some of the things that you guys learned about that?
Well, I forget the name of the peak, but it's not exactly where the Continental Divide, well, it may be exactly where the Continental Divide is, but one side, water runs like rainwater, and melted snow runs to the Pacific, and the other side, it runs down the Gulf of Mexico and towards the Atlantic.
You visited the National Western Stock Show, which is basically the Super Bowl for stock shows. How big is it, and what was some of the stuff that you guys were able to see there?
Well, it's just like a big rodeo arena, and then it splits off into like another coliseum, and there's like a bunch of little markets and shops and stuff. And
We saw all kinds of cattle, goats, sheep, pigs, everything you could think of. We saw all of that there, and we just got to meet a bunch of cool people and just see everything from out west.
We got to see cattle drives, high-dollar cattle auctions, some of the biggest in America. We got to see cattle shows, heifers, bulls, everything.
Tell me about the Five Rivers Feed Yard, which is one of the largest feed yards in the country.
It's pretty massive. I've seen plenty of feed yards, but I've never seen anything like that. You pull up to it, and it's just as far as you can see. It's flat, nothing but just feedlot. That's all it is.
How many cows do you think that they had there?
I think there was about 70,000 there at that time.
Yeah, at that time, I think they said it was around 70,000.
Wow. Now, I know you both had to have favorite moments or parts of the trip. So if you could choose one moment that was your favorite, what would it be?
Honestly, I don't know. It's pretty hard. I mean, all of us just getting to be together, you know, enjoying it on a trip like that. We've never been anywhere together. The entire thing was a treat. But honestly, my favorite part was probably the cattle auction. I mean, we got to watch a purebred Black Angus bull sell for over $100,000 right in front of us in like 30 seconds. Is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think that the best part of it was just hanging out with everybody and just having a good time, sitting there learning all we can about livestock and everything.
Because it's a lot different out there, like farming and ranching compared to how it is here. It's a completely different world.
All right, this has been Landon Story and Connor Dillon as we go inside Pickett County High School.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Welcome back in here to the Bobcat Den in Byrdstown for the 4A quarterfinal game between Pickett County Bobcats and the Trousdale County Jackets. Bobcats going to have the opening possession coming out here in the second half. As the timer is able to get 8 minutes back on the clock, official's going to blow his whistle. And we're back underway here. Bobcats lead it by 19, 30-19, as they went on about a 14-2 run over the final 4 minutes of the second quarter. After a really sloppy first quarter, four straight turnovers. 2-3 zone look this time down for Pickett County. Kick out right wing, Gage Harris into Reagan at the free throw line. Amanette going to pick up his dribble. Go right wing, Gage Harris. Over to Payne Burton. He's going to skip it back over to Amanette. Skip it back over to Gage Harris. Launches a three. Long rebound. It's going to be scooped up by Braden Gooch. Braden Gooch takes it to the rack. goes up, he can't score. But Cole Gregory there to clean it up for Trousdale County on the offensive board. And they're working hard. Makes it a 30-21 Bobcats lead with 7:10 to go. Gregory on the free throw is good. 3 points the hard way for Cole Gregory. Makes it a 30-22 Pickett County lead with 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Offensive attack this time. Amonette from 3-point range. A little hard off the back iron. It won't go down. Gage Harris in there battling for the rebound. It's going to stay with Pickett County out of bounds. So Bobcats going to play it in here. Amonette going to play it in to Reagan. Reagan going to dribble it out to the corner. Kick it up top to Dylan Anderson. Back to Harris. Harris, Anderson, Reagan. Payne Burton in the lineup here for the Bobcats. Amonette on the dribble, right wing. Over to Dylan Anderson. Into Payne Burton at the free throw line, going to kick it around. Over to Reagan in the corner. And Eli Reagan going to put the hand in the cookie jar. And Eli Reagan going to splash another one from downtown. The 7th three-pointer of the game here for the Bobcats. Trousdale County going to work it around on offense. Stafford going to kick it out right wing to Banks. Back to Stafford. Stafford on the drive. Stafford short-armed it. Shot up, no good. Gage Harris came in there on the rebound. Handoff, Amonette. Amonette going to launch one from downtown. Shots up, it's no good. And it's away and out of bounds. Going to be off a Bobcat. It's going to be Trousdale County basketball. Got a little foul trouble mounting up here for Trousdale County. Gregory and Smithson both with 3 fouls here, so we'll keep our eyes on that. Get it down inside. That's Cole Gregory. He's called his name out. He's got 3 fouls here, but able to scoop up the entry pass and go up strong for the finish. Makes it a 33-24 Pickett County advantage. Reagan kicks out to Amonette. Amonette over to Gage Harrison. It's going to be a kick ball out of the way. Jake Ferguson from the Jackets came in and got a foot on it. And Pickett County going to play it in by their own bench in a 9-point game. Bobcats lead at 33-24 over the Jackets from Trousdale County. In the 4A quarterfinals at the Bobcat Den in Byrdstown. Amonette working against a 1-2-2 zone. Get it in to Reagan. Reagan bounce pass into Payne Burton. Back out top of the key. Reagan over to Harris. He lets one fly. No good. Payne Burton, another big offensive board. A lot of hustle plays here out of Payne Burton, keeping possessions alive. Dylan Anderson out top of the key. Amonette on the 3 ball. And it's good. Makes it a 36-24, makes it a 12-point lead here for the Bobcats. Work it down into Gregory. Gregory, strong to the basket. He can't get it to go. Guess who? Payne Burton on the board. Hands it off to Amonette. Amonette going to get it to Burton, free throw line. Back to Amonette, 3 ball. Splashes another one home. Jacob Amonette feeling it right now. And we're going to have a timeout on the court. Trousdale County, as Jacob Amonette's in a zone right now, getting some love from the bench as he heads back over there. And it looks like it's going to be a full timeout. Jake, let's take one with him. Fans, stick around for the final 4 minutes of the third quarter. You listen to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you and some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
And welcome back in here to the Bobcat Den, fans. Pickett County, largest lead of the basketball game. They lead at 39-24. 4:12 to go here in the basketball, or in the third quarter. Quick score update. Lawrence County leads Livingston 52-40. A 12-point lead with about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. So we'll keep you updated on that one. Halftime score, Page leads Stone Memorial 23-21. And Upperman also getting beat on the road here tonight, or getting beat at home by Spring Hill, 45-27. Bees trail it by 18. They're the number 1 seed out of 7-3-8. Trousdale County on the inbound. Get it over to Ferguson. Ferguson working against Harris. Nice little spin move. Looked like he traveled. And Gary Tinsley, the official, saw it as well. So turnover for the Jackets. Peyton Burton going to throw it in here. In a 15-point Pickett County advantage after they got that slow start. Turned it over 4 times in a row. Really starting to get the basketball up and down the court and in the bucket here over about the last 4 minutes. Reagan came out into a man-to-man defense this time. Eminette, 3-ball on the way. Eminette can't get that one to go. Rebound, Cole Gregory. Skip pass, down court, up to Braden Gooch. Top of the key, Banks. Back to Gooch. Gooch going to get it into Gregory. Gregory going to go up strong in there. He can't finish it. Gets his own rebound. Can't finish it again. Rebound this time, Gage Harris. He'll hand it off to Aminette, who will walk it up court. Right side this time, Reagan. Give it back to Aminette. Pulls up his dribble. Get it over in the corner to Harris. Harris going to dribble back out, hand off to Reagan. Back to Aminette, 3-point ball on the way. It won't go. Dylan Anderson in there battling for it, but Trousdale County going to come away with it. Trousdale County, Jake Ferguson going to dribble it away and out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover. 39-24, Bobcats lead it here. 2:43 to go here in the third frame. Substitution. Checking into the game. It's going to be Cole Gregory checking in, and Jacob Smithson going to check out. Bobcats back on the attack here. Get it into Reagan. He's under the basket. Dylan Anderson shot up. It won't go. And it's partially blocked. And as Anderson tried to go get his own shot, Brian Banks is actually going to come in there. Oh, they're going to call that one on Banks. Oh, no. A terrible call. And Coach Sleeper wants a 30-second timeout. That's a bad call by the officials. It goes the way of the Bobcats. Just not a good call that time. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Bobcats lead it here by 15 points. They've really done what they wanted to here in the opening up the third quarter. Jacob Aminette with 17 big points, who leads all scorers here in the basketball game. Really caught fire here from the three-point line. Bobcats on the night, I believe they've got 7 or 8 from long range in downtown, and that certainly propelled them here in the second quarter into the third quarter. They've been able to stay hot. So Bobcats going to play it in here. Coach Sleeper still over there kind of wanting to understand what Banks did to get the last foul. I am too, honestly. Bobcats play it in. Caden Thomas. And we're going to have an illegal screen that time on Gage Harris. And you hear of a makeup call, fans. We just saw one right there for sure. And so Trousdale County going to get the basketball back. They trail it by 15, 39-24 with 2:10 to go here third quarter. Banks with the basketball. Over to Gooch. Gooch wants to drive. Kicks it back out to Banks on the three-point line. Skip pass over to Stafford. Going to fire one up from deep. Hit off the rim. Wouldn't find the range. Rebound Eli Reagan. Over to Aminette in the corner to Gage Harris. Ball hit off the heel. Long rebound to Gooch. Gooch down to Banks. Got it down inside. And that's going to be Jacob Smithson on the finish in transition. Cuts it back to a 13-point Pickett County lead, 39-26. 1:30 to go here in the third quarter. Caden Thomas tries to get it left wing over to Payne Merton. Tipped out of bounds there. It's going to stay with Pickett County. Gage Harris going to check out. Dylan Anderson going to check back in. Caden Thomas, Payne Burton, Jacob Amonette, Eli Reagan, and Dylan Anderson in your lineup right here for the Bobcats. Amonette going to run thumbs up this time down. Handoff KT. Over to Anderson. Little weave out top. And we're going to have a push off the ball against Braden Gooch. Game getting a little physical here. It usually does in a elimination game. Caden Thomas checking out. Gage Harris going to check right back in after that quick breather. Bobcats going to play it in underneath their own basket. Dylan Anderson going to inbound the basketball over to Amonette. 1:15 to go here in the third period. Amonette going to drive right, kick off, handoff. Harris over to Anderson. Anderson going to drive it to the rack. Anderson shot up, it will not go off the backboard. Too hard. Banks on the run. Going to kick it out over to Stafford. Stafford going to pick his dribble up and throw it right into the bench of Trousdale County, and another turnover for the Jackets. As we go under 1 minute here in the third period, Bobcats lead it by 13, 39-26. As Amonette going to slowly dribble the basketball up this time. Going to get instructions from Coach Amonette. Going to run thumbs up, little Princeton weave out top. Ball goes left side to Amonette. Amonette going to drive it to the rack. Going to pick up his dribble, kick out to Gage Harris. Shot hit the back of the rim, no good. Rebound Jackets, 27 seconds to go as the Jackets get it back in transition. Work it down into Jacob Smithson, that's their big guy. He's able to convert from about 3 feet on that right block. Cuts it back to an 11-point Bobcat lead, 39-28. As we approach 11 seconds. Kick out to Harris, 8 seconds. Amonette on the dribble, and Amonette going to turn it over as he drives baseline. Coach was saying, hey, instead of driving it in there, you should have probably just took your shot. 5 seconds to go here. Stafford going to throw it into the bench again with 0.8 seconds to go here on the game clock. Stafford, interesting shoe choice tonight. 1 green and 1 pink. Throw the ball in, Amonette. Says it didn't, the official says it didn't get off in time, and after 3 quarters, the Bobcats from Pickett County lead the Jackets from Trousdale County, 39-28. Fans, stick around. You're not going to want to miss the fourth quarter. For a quarterfinal here, you're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher. 117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here in the Bobcat Den, the 4A quarterfinals here on the campus of Pickett County High School. Here at the Bobcat Den, Trousdale County going to have the opening possession. Almost another turnover. Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to throw it back in. They trail it by 11, 39-28. Bobcats really shot a high percentage here from behind the arc. As Trousdale County going to work it inside. Shot up a couple of shots, no good. Second one a little wild. Almost went straight up, didn't hit anything, no backboard, almost hit the wire. Came straight back down. Rebound Bobcats. Dylan Anderson on the cut. And Dylan Anderson going to pick up an offensive foul as he drives into the basket. And we're going to have a little full court pressure this time from the Bobcats. In a 39-28 Pickett County advantage. 7:25 to go here in the basketball game. Gooch going to work it across court. Get it up to Ferguson. Left-handed dribble. Picks it up, being guarded by Dylan Anderson. 2-3 zone. Steal that time. Eli Reagan's going to come out of there with it. Eli Reagan on the run. Eli Reagan gets it down under the rim and cannot connect. Going to kick it up to Stafford. Stafford on his way to the rim. And Stafford on the miss. And Cole Gregory going to come in and foul on the rebound. And so Pickett County going to play it in here. 39-28, Bobcats lead it over the Trousdale County Yellow Jackets. Payne Burton going to play it in. Gets it into Paris. Full court pressure this time. Trousdale. Amonette able to break through the pressure. Amonette on the right-handed dribble. Gets around Ferguson. Works it into the rack. Amonette going to take a lot of contact in there. Goes to the floor. And Amonette going to be fouled. Amonette looked like he took a little contact that time. He went down on the ground. Looks like he might be holding his elbow a little bit, trying to shake it out. Looks like it's that left arm. Got some perspiration down here on the ground as well. So Amonette going to step to the line for 2 free throws. Looking for more on the Bobcats? Find it at ucsportsnation.com. Powered by Hall Sports and Outdoors. First shot on the way by Amonette is good. It's going to be Smithson and Gregory both with 4 fouls now. So both are big guys down low dealing with some foul trouble. Amonette goes 2 for 2 from the line. 41-28, Bobcats extend that lead back to 13. Lyric Paris going to swat it away from the back. Turnover, and Amonette back into the front court. Amonette, nice pass inside to Lyric Paris. Lyric Paris is going to have that one rejected though by Cole Gregory. Then another turnover, and then another turnover, and we're going to have another turnover. As Trousdale County is going to travel with the basketball. So interesting situation there. We had multiple turnovers and just a lot of sloppy play. 41-28, Pickett County leads the Jackets of Trousdale County here by 13 with 6:10 to go here in the basketball game. The Bobcat Den in Byrdstown. Eli Reagan, top of the key, working against Gooch. Reagan picks up his dribble. Right wing to Amonette. Coach Amonette wanting to spread it out here. Amonette working against Stafford. Amonette to the rack. And Amonette's going to be fouled as he goes to the rack this time. Speaking of the Bobcat Den, Jake and I had a fantastic pregame meal down at the Bobcat Den this afternoon. It's fantastic. Amonette, first shot on the way is good. Makes it a 42-28 Bobcat lead. They lead it here by 14. Amonette with one more free throw coming. Shot on the way is good. The front of the rim and trickled on in. Makes it a 15-point Bobcat lead. Payne Burton on the steal in transition. Payne Burton gonna roll it in with the fingertips. And Payne Burton on the finish. Largest lead of the basketball game here. Pickett County leads it by 17. Eli Reagan, another steal. And the ball's gonna hit on the baseline and stay with Trousdale County. Pickett County faithful here tonight, loving the effort from these Bobcats. Trousdale County, Stafford gonna play it in. Gets it into Gregory. Back in the corner to Stafford, back into Gregory. He's gonna go up, And he's going to be fouled and one. As Gregory was working in their right block. Couldn't get the first shot to go, but went up, got his own rebound. And on the attempt, he's going to be fouled. Looks like they put that foul on Lyric Paris. Shot up on the free throw for the end one is no good. Rebound Bobcats. Amonette going to kick it down into the corner to Reagan. He's going to launch one from deep. Shot goes off the back of the rim and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Pickett County on the long rebound. Brian Banks also in the basketball game with 4 fouls for Trousdale County, so they're really in some deep foul trouble here late in the game. Dylan Anderson going to play it in. Gets it into Amonette. Amonette going to dribble back out top. Going to look at the floor. Going to balance the floor out here. Amonette working against Banks. 5-second count on. Amonette pass off this time. Payne Burton. Payne Burton up top of the key trying to hand off to Eli Reagan. He's going to be ran into by Braden Gooch. And it's going to be a foul on Gooch. Payne Burton going to step over in front of the table, play it in. Gets it into Reagan. Now hand off to Amonette, standing about 1 foot from the center court line. Amonette on the drive. Gets it up. Shot won't go as he battled to the rim. Stafford. Over to Gooch. Back to Stafford. Looking inside. Ball's batted away as an entry pass came. Lyric Paris came in there and got 2 hands on it. Amonette pulls it up at the free throw line. Kicks it over right wing Dylan Anderson. Back to Payne Burton. Going to reset it here. Payne Burton on the drive. Kick out Dylan Anderson. Kick it back out. Going to reset it here. Eli Reagan working right wing. Eli Reagan kicks it back out to Dylan Anderson. Back around the top of the key. Hand off to Amonette. Amonette on the drive. Amonette, I'm going to say he traveled with the basketball. So a turnover for the Bobcats. Pickett County leads it here 45-30, 3:54 to go here in the final frame at the 4A quarterfinals at the Bobcat Den in Byrdstown. Got a nice crowd on hand here tonight. Student section looking fantastic over there. Looks like it's Hawaiian night. Everybody got a grass skirt, a lei, sunglasses. I see the pool noodles. Looking great over there tonight. Stafford. Kick out. Gregory. Back over to Gooch. Working around inside to Jacob Smithson. And Smithson's able to convert from the low block. 13-point Trousdale County advantage. 3:30 to go here in the basketball game. Working into Dylan Anderson. Down inside, that's Lyric Paris. And Lyric Paris on the finish from a nice dime inside. Stretches the lead back to 15, 47-32. Pickett County, Stafford going to try to lob it inside to Smithson. It's going to be swatted away again by Lyric Paris. Bobcats probably going to try to take some time off this clock here as we go under 3 minutes here in the basketball game. They lead it by 15. Reagan, top of the circle. Over to Dylan Anderson, right in front of the scorer's table. Back to Reagan in the circle. Reagan going to be able to beat his defender. Kick it out to Dylan Anderson. And Bobcats certainly trying to run some clock here. Amonette over to Dylan Anderson. And they're going to play keep away here. Ran 30 seconds in this set. 2.5 minutes to go here in the basketball game. Dylan Anderson. We're going to have a foul taken to the table. I think they're going to put that one on Jacob Smithson. As we got a substitution checking in. Jake Ferguson checking in. And Smithson's checking out. That's his 5th foul. And so Smithson's going to have to check out of the basketball game in a 47-32 game. 1 plus the bonus here for Dylan Anderson. the senior, is going to step to the free throw line. First shot's up, and it's Drano. It's good. Nice stroke from Dylan Anderson. 16-point Bobcat advantage. Looking for more. Anderson. Shot on the way, off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Lyric Paris. And they're battling for the rebounds. Made a couple of nice effort plays here over the last couple of possessions. Reagan, top of the key dribble. Over to Dylan Anderson, working against Banks. Banks with 4 fouls as well. And that's going to be all there is for Banks as he fouls Dylan Anderson as Anderson tries to work to the basket. And that's going to be the end of the night for Mr. Brian Banks as he's going to have to check out. And Noah Cook going to get his first run time of the basketball game here with 2:08 to go in the game. Bobcats lead it here by 16, 48-32. Dylan Anderson back to the line, went 1 for 2 last time. Short arms that one. Rebound Braden Gooch for Trousdale. Skip pass up court to Noah Cook. He just wasn't ready for it. Ball's away and out of bounds. Back to Pickett County. Pickett County going to work it in. Get it into Amonette. Amonette, left-handed dribble. He's going to turn it over. Stafford got out there and played the passing lane as he tried to kick it left corner to Dylan Anderson. Stafford going to pull up from the arc, and Stafford going to Drano that one from long range. It's a three-pointer, and it's going to cut the lead back to 13, 48-35. Timeout on the court, Trousdale County. Stick around, fans. Final minute 44 coming your way next. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball on UC Sports Nation.
People's Bank's online and mobile banking services give you immediate access to your confidential bank account information. You can pay bills and deposit checks, monitor account activity, or transfer money between accounts from your computer or mobile device. With an internet connection, you can perform many routine banking transactions from wherever you happen to be. People's Bank and Trust Company with offices in Byrdstown and Albany. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Since 2007, Dale Hollow Exxon has been serving this community. That's a lot of buzzer beaters and great wins. Jason Meadows and the team at Dale Hollow Exxon love the Bobcats and are proud to support the team. On your way to the next game, swing in for a fill-up. Sandwiches, fresh baked goods, and delicious pizza for every Bobcat fan on your team. And of course, Synergy Supreme Gas from Exxon to keep your car running with the speed of the Bobcats. Dale Hollow Exxon. Refuel after every game at Dale Hollow Exxon.
Final minute 44 to go here. Payne Burton going to play it in. 94 feet to go. Full court pressure. This time from Trousdale. Lyric Paris. Going to have an offensive foul on Lyric Paris. Got a couple of final scores, or at least one final score. Gordonsville goes down tonight. East Robertson over Gordonsville, 45-37 in the 4A quarterfinals. Also, Knowledge Academy leads Clay County 50-43, start of the fourth quarter. And we're going to have an and one play as Braden Gooch drove to the basket. And Lyric Paris stood in there. Looked like a pretty good position that time. Call doesn't go his way. Braden Gooch looking for the and one. Shot on the way, hit the back iron, no good. Payne Burton in there battling for the rebound. 1:30 to go here in the basketball game. Bobcats able to work through traffic. Get it up to Amonette. Over to Reagan. An 11-point lead here for the Bobcats. 1:15 to go in the game. Amonette going to get triple team. Gets it over to Reagan, top of the circle. Over to Anderson. Back to Amonette. We're going to have a foul late in the possession. Lawrence County leads Livingston 76-62. Late in the basketball game. Hawkeye on the verge of their season potentially being over tonight. Stone Memorial on the comeback. They take down Page tonight, 57-47. Shot on the way by Anderson is good. Extends the lead. Back to 11. Make it 12, 49-37. Dylan Anderson goes 2 for 2. Makes it a 13-point Pickett County advantage, 50-37. as we go under 1 minute here in the fourth and final quarter. 3-point shot on the way by Stafford is good. Makes it a 10-point game. Anderson over to Payne Burton. Down court, they find Eli Reagan wide open, and Eli Reagan on the run out, and Eli Reagan going to be able to finish that one. 12-point Pickett County lead here. 3-point ball on the way is no good. Rebound Payne Burton. And on the rebound, Noah Cook going to come in and take a hard foul to the table. He was in there battling with Payne Burton. So we'll walk to the other end. Spring Hill leads Upperman 55-50 with under 1 minute to go. So we'll keep our eyes on that one. Stay tuned after the postgame, fans. We'll have a full scoreboard update. Got a lot of action around UC Sports Nation here tonight in Elimination Saturday. Burton at the free throw line. Shots on the way. It's good. From Payne Burton. Played some really good minutes here tonight. Still no score on that Joe Burns Red Bull and Springs game. The winner of this game is going to play the winner of that one. Second shot on the way by Burton was good. Goes 2 for 2. As we go under 30 seconds at a 14-point Bobcat advantage. And on the rebound, nice hustle play that time. Cole Gregory tried to save it off, throw it off a Bobcat as he went out of bounds. Unfortunately, it ricocheted off the Bobcat and hit him first as he was standing out of bounds. And so Bobcats basketball here. Jacob Eminette going to receive the inbound pass and get fouled immediately by Noah Cook. And Eminette going to walk down to the other end and shoot free throws. Double bonus time here for Pickett County. First shot on the way by Eminette is good. Eminette had quite a game here tonight. Second shot on the way is good. Makes it a 16-point Pickett County advantage. Trousdale works it down court. 3-point ball on the way by Ferguson is good. Eminette with 22 on the night. You can hear the Pickett County student section telling them to start the bus. As Eli Reagan just going to dribble it out here. And the Pickett County Bobcats going to punch their ticket to the next round and avoid elimination tonight here in the Region 4A quarterfinals. They're going to move on and play next Tuesday night down in Jackson County. Winner TBD on the RBS and Joe Burns game. Still hadn't seen a final on that one, so fans, stick around. We're going to have a post-game show that's going to come your way next. Jake Wallman's going to rejoin us. He's going to have stats. He's going to have a full scoreboard update. We'll break this game down a little bit, and we'll do that when we return. You're listening to Bobcat Basketball right here on UC Sports Nation.
Pickett County Basketball, live on UCSportsNation.com. Tonight's action sponsored by Kiesling Insurance. 35 years serving neighbors like you in Pickett County. Visit KieslingINS.com. Kiesling Insurance. By First Choice Family Care. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. By Union Bank, serving Byrdstown, Jamestown, and Clark Range. More than 117 years of serving the neighbors of our hometown. Member FDIC. And by Brown's Funeral Chapel. Brown's stands beside you. At those difficult moments of life, count on Brown's Funeral Chapel.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking. You pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Putting the wraps on tonight's game, the Union Bank post-game report. Visit your Byrdstown Union Bank location. Local bank, local decisions. Union Bank.
Welcome back to a happy Bobcat Den on Elimination Saturday in quarterfinal region action as Pickett County tops Trousdale County 56-43. Jake Wallman joined by Casey Bolden as the Pickett County Bobcats fight through an ugly stretch in the first half, spurred by 6 first-half three-pointers to move on to the region semifinals. Their opponent will be the winner of the Joe Burns RBS game. No final on that one. Casey, we did not see the best Bobcat basketball tonight, but they were able to fight through it a lot of the time and play crisp enough to get the win.
Yeah, they started out, J-Dub, had a lot of turnovers. They had, I think, 4 straight turnovers in the first quarter, so certainly not the way they wanted to get going. Then they caught fire, went on a little 12-0 run in the second quarter and was able to close it out with a 14-2 run. And then in the second half, Amanette and Reagan both hit some long balls, really got the lead stretched out to double digits. And once they were able to do that, really kind of controlled the game the rest of the way in the final 4 minutes of the game. Really just kind of played keep away with Trousdale County, able to keep it out of their hands, and ultimately made enough game-winning plays down the stretch in order to close this one out. And so that's the mark of a good team, J-Dub, as they didn't get off to the start they wanted. Very similar to the Clay County game in the championship earlier in the week, but was able to figure out how to buckle down, protect the basketball, protect the rock, made enough shots and enough game-winning plays down the stretch to get the win. Really liked the play tonight, J-Dub, from a couple of role players. Payne Burton came in and gave some really good hustle plays, kept the basketball alive on a couple of offensive sets. And then the other player I'm thinking about is Lyric Paris, really active around the rim, came in and made a lot of steals, especially late in the basketball game, to help seal it up. And so Bobcats are going to have a couple of days to watch film, get ready for that next opponent. Coach T's gone sleepy on us here, so unclear on who we're going to play. We're going to play the winner of Red Bull and Springs and Joe Burns. So we'll keep you updated on that one. Follow along this week or over the weekend on UC Sports Nation to look for that next Pickett County matchup. I believe it'll be Tuesday night, 7:30. And so we'd love to have you join us. Girls game also will be Monday night at 7:30 as the Lady Bobcats will face off with those RBS Dogs who they split with in the regular season. So, J-Dub, what about a UC Sports Nation game stat line tonight?
Absolutely, Casey. Thank you very much. Looking at the numbers for the Pickett County Bobcats, they were led by 22 with Jacob Amanette, followed by 15 from Eli Reagan, 7 points from Payne Burton, as Casey mentioned a moment ago. Very good minutes from a lot of role players off the bench. 6 points from Gage Harris, 3 points from Dylan Anderson, and 2 points from Lyric Paris for a total of 55 points. We're going to take a break. We'll be back, and we'll have a full scoreboard update for you, hopefully an update on that Clay County game, as you listen to Pickett County basketball right here on UC Sports Nation.
Post-game reaction, tonight's stats and scores. This is the Union Bank post-game report. Proud to serve Byrdstown with modern tools to make banking easier. Union Bank.
Livingston Regional Hospital wants to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Livingston Regional is thankful for the community in which we serve.
Keeping your family healthy.
Delivering the best health care possible.
Today, when there are so many options available, Livingston Regional says thank you today and in the new year. You can trust Livingston Regional's experienced team of doctors, nurses, and specialists to keep your family healthy. Livingston Regional Hospital. Visit mylivingstonhospital.com. Today, your health, your home.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Byrdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service. Modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back to the Bobcat Den for the final time tonight as Pickett County tops Trousdale County 56-43, and we'll move on to the region semifinal round Tuesday night at Jackson County High School. That tip-off is at 7:45, and their opponent is will be the winner of the RBS Joe Burns game. We do not have a score on that one. Speaking of scores, we will go to our scoreboard, and we have an update from Salina. And Casey's giving me the 1 moment finger, so I'll jump around here. Walker Valley tops Warren County down in McMinnville 61-53. York holds on to beat Cannon County, 60-50 over in Jamestown. East Robertson tops Gordonsville 45-37. Down in Lawrence County hangs on and beats Livingston 85-74. Stone Memorial comes back after being down at the half and tops Page 57-47. White County down in Sparta tops Marshall County 78-62. We do not have a final on the Cookville Beach game. And our last score of the night, aside from the Clay County Knowledge Academy's game, is Spring Hill and Upperman. And Spring Hill hangs on to beat Upperman 56-53. So two Region 4 AAA teams in Livingston and Upperman fall tonight, while Stone Memorial and White County hang on. So I got to come back to the Clay County game. Casey, do we have a score in Salina?
We're getting close, J-Dub.
We have a close. We are close.
Under 10 seconds to go. Clay County trails it by 8.
So I think you guys were able to hear him. If you weren't, Clay County trails by 8 with under 10 seconds to play. That would be a monumental upset. And that's a 1-versus-4 matchup. Knowledge Academy's 15-8 on the season out of District 8 play. So a final, if you're just joining us, if you missed the start of the post-game show, Pickett County will move on to play Joe Burns and Red Bowling Springs. We do not have a final on that one. To recap some of the action from the first half in the game, Pickett County hit 5 3-pointers. They ended the half on a 16-4 run. And we have a final from Salina. Clay County will fall to Knowledge Academy's final score 63-57. The District 7 Single A champion is out of the region quarterfinals. So that will about do it for us here at Pickett County High School. We hope you join us. Thank you for hanging with us through the technical difficulties that we had in pregame, and thank you for listening to Casey Bolden during the broadcast. I was feeding him as much info as I could throughout the game here on my end. Final score one more time from the Bobcat Den, 56-43 Pickett County over Trousdale County. For Casey Bolden, I'm Jake Wallman saying good night from Byrdstown.